Hello, and a very warm welcome to Senior Wise Journey. Have you ever stood in your kitchen holding a handful of nuts and wondered, is this truly the healthy choice I think it is? In our golden years, we're told that nuts are a powerhouse snack, a perfect little package of crunch and nutrition. But what if I told you that the nut aisle is more complex than it seems? Some of these familiar snacks are true champions of our health, fighting to keep our minds sharp and our bodies strong. Others, however, can be silent saboteurs, working against our wellness goals. Today, we're going to embark on a journey together, a quest for clarity. We will uncover the 3 nuts that should become your trusted daily companions and expose the 3 that you might want to kindly show the door. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. It's about making simple, informed choices that can profoundly impact your vitality day after day. So grab a comfortable seat and let's begin this Senior Wise journey. Part 1. The Brain Booster. Why walnuts are non-negotiable. Let's start with a true superstar of the nut world, the walnut. It's almost as if nature gave us a clue by shaping it like a tiny human brain. For centuries, folklore has called it brain food, and modern science has proven that intuition was spot on. For us, maintaining cognitive vitality, our memory, our focus, our very sense of self is paramount. This is where the walnut truly shines. The secret lies in its exceptional concentration of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Think of ALA as a specialized maintenance crew for your brain. It travels through your bloodstream, crosses the blood-brain barrier, and gets to work reducing inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a key villain in the story of age-related cognitive decline, linked to everything from senior moments to more serious conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia. By incorporating walnuts into your diet, you are actively sending in reinforcements to protect your most precious asset. Consider my friend Arthur, a retired history professor in his late 70s. He lived for his books and the lively debates at his weekly current events club. But recently, he confessed to feeling a step behind. Names would vanish just as he was about to say them, and complex ideas he once juggled with ease now felt tangled. His doctor suggested a simple dietary shift, a small handful of walnuts every day sprinkled over his morning oatmeal. Arthur was skeptical. How could a nut make a difference? But a few months later, the change was undeniable. The fog began to lift. He felt quicker in his debates, the names came more easily, and that frustrating feeling of grasping for a word lessened. He hadn't started a new medication, he had simply embraced the power of the walnut. But the benefits don't stop at the brain. Those same omega-3s and the potent antioxidants found in walnuts are champions for your heart. They help to lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, and improve the flexibility of your blood vessels, which is crucial for maintaining healthy blood pressure. Furthermore, walnuts contain compounds that can even support a positive mood by influencing the production of serotonin. They are a holistic superfood, supporting your mind, heart, and spirit. A daily portion, about a quarter cup or 7 whole walnuts, is all it takes. It's a small investment for a wealth of returns. Part 2. The Bone Guardian and Skin Savior, the Almighty Almond.
Next on our list of champions is the elegant and versatile almond. If the walnut is for the mind, the almond is the steadfast guardian of your body's framework and outer shield. It's one of the most nutritionally dense nuts available, offering a trifecta of healthy fats, protein, and fiber that provide steady, reliable energy. A welcome departure from the energy spikes and crashes caused by sugary snacks. One of the almond's most celebrated attributes is its high content of vitamin E. Think of vitamin E as an internal moisturizer and protector for your skin. As we age, our skin naturally becomes thinner and drier. The powerful antioxidant properties of vitamin E help combat this by protecting skin cells from the damage caused by sun exposure and environmental pollutants, promoting a healthier, more resilient glow from the inside out. It's a beauty treatment you can eat. Beyond the surface, almonds play a critical role in something we all think about: bone health. After 60, bone density becomes a serious concern, with osteoporosis and fracture risk on the rise. We all know calcium is key, but calcium needs a partner to do its job effectively. That partner is magnesium, and almonds are rich in both. Magnesium is essential for helping your body absorb and utilize calcium, directing it to your bones where it belongs. Eating a daily handful of almonds is like hiring a skilled construction crew to constantly fortify your skeletal structure. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a spirited 68-year-old grandmother who loves gardening. She worried about osteoporosis, having seen her own mother become frail in her later years. Determined to stay active and keep up with her grandkids, she made almonds her go-to snack. She'd carry a small tin of them in her purse. It wasn't just about her bones. She noticed her energy levels were more stable throughout the day. That mid-afternoon slump she used to feel began to disappear. She had the stamina to weed her garden and the peace of mind knowing she was actively investing in a strong, durable future for her body. Moreover, the combination of monounsaturated fats and fiber in almonds is fantastic for heart health and managing blood sugar. The fiber helps slow down digestion, which prevents sharp rises in blood glucose and keeps you feeling full and satisfied, warding off cravings for less healthy options. When choosing almonds, always opt for raw or dry-roasted unsalted varieties to reap all the benefits without the unnecessary sodium.
Part 3. The Heart's Companion, the powerful pistachio. Our final hero nut is often overlooked but is a true powerhouse of wellness, the pistachio. These vibrant green gems are more than just a tasty, satisfying snack. They are a heart's best friend and a secret weapon for digestive health. One of the most compelling reasons for seniors to embrace pistachios is their profound impact on cardiovascular health. They are loaded with a unique blend of antioxidants, including lutein and zeaxanthin, which are also famous for protecting our eyes, that help reduce the oxidation of cholesterol. Oxidized cholesterol is particularly damaging as it's more likely to stick to your artery walls, leading to blockages. By eating pistachios, you are essentially helping to keep your arteries clean and clear. They also help lower bad LDL cholesterol while raising good HDL cholesterol, creating a healthier overall lipid profile. But perhaps the most practical benefit for many of us is their effect on blood sugar. Pistachios have a very low glycemic index, meaning they are digested slowly and cause only a gentle rise in blood sugar. This is incredibly important for anyone managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, or simply anyone who wants to avoid the fatigue and dizziness that come from blood sugar roller coasters. The powerful trio of healthy fat, protein, and fiber in pistachios acts as a braking system for sugar absorption. And here's a wonderful psychological benefit. Pistachios often come in their shells. The simple act of having to shell each nut slows you down. It encourages mindful eating. You can't mindlessly devour a huge portion when you have to work for each bite. This built-in portion control is a gift. A study even found that people who had to shell their pistachios consumed 41% fewer calories than those who were given pre-shelled nuts, yet they reported the same level of satisfaction. It's a natural way to enjoy your snack without overdoing it. Finally, let's talk about gut health. A healthy gut is the foundation of overall wellness, influencing everything from our immune system to our mood. Pistachios are an excellent source of dietary fiber, which acts as a prebiotic, food for the beneficial bacteria in your digestive system. A thriving gut microbiome is one of the best gifts you can give your body. So think of pistachios not just as a snack, but as a delicious, heart-healthy, blood sugar balancing, gut-nurturing tool for your well-being. Part 4. A word of caution. The hidden risk of cashews. Now we pivot, my friends, from the champions to the nuts that require our caution. And we begin with a popular favorite, the creamy, satisfying cashew. While they taste wonderful and do contain some minerals, for seniors, they carry a hidden risk that is too significant to ignore. The primary concern with cashews is their high concentration of compounds called oxalates. You may have heard this term from your doctor, especially in relation to kidney health. Oxalates are naturally occurring substances in many plants, but in high amounts, they can bind with calcium in your urine to form tiny, sharp crystals. These crystals are the building blocks of kidney stones, an incredibly painful condition that becomes more common as we age. Among all the nuts, cashews are one of the top offenders when it comes to oxalate content. If you have a personal or family history of kidney stones, or have been advised to follow a low oxalate diet, cashews should be a nut you severely limit or avoid altogether. Let's put this in perspective. While almonds have some oxalates, cashews can have significantly more. It's a matter of dosage. Think of it like a medication. The right amount can be helpful, but too much can be toxic. For those with vulnerable kidneys, a regular cashew habit could be inadvertently contributing to a painful future problem. There's another more subtle issue. Compared to our hero nuts like almonds and walnuts, cashews are relatively higher in carbohydrates and lower in fiber. While they won't spike your blood sugar like a candy bar, they can cause a more noticeable rise in glucose levels than other nuts. For the millions of seniors managing blood sugar, this makes cashews a less than ideal choice. You want a snack that promotes stability, not one that nudges your levels upward. Finally, their delicious, creamy texture and mild flavor make them incredibly easy to overeat. A single ounce of cashews contains about 160 calories. It's easy to consume 2 or 3 ounces while watching television, adding up to nearly 500 calories without providing the same level of satiety or the unique brain and heart protective benefits of walnuts or almonds. While no single food is inherently evil, when we look at the risk versus reward profile for a senior's diet, cashews present more potential problems than they solve. There are simply wiser choices available. Part 5. The Calorie Bomb. The Macadamia Misconception. Next on our list of nuts to approach with caution is the luxurious, buttery macadamia nut. It's often marketed as a gourmet treat, and its rich flavor is undeniably decadent. However, from a health perspective, for those of us over 60, it's a classic case of something that is too much of a good thing.
The defining characteristic of the macadamia nut is its incredibly high fat content. Over 75% of its calories come from fat, making it the most calorie-dense nut on the planet. A single cup of macadamia nuts can pack nearly 1,000 calories. While the fat is primarily monounsaturated, a healthy type of fat, the sheer quantity is the problem. For seniors, managing weight is often a key part of managing joint pain, blood pressure, and overall heart health. Regularly snacking on a calorie bomb like macadamia nuts can easily lead to unintentional weight gain, putting extra strain on your body. Think of your daily calorie intake as a budget. You want to spend your calories on foods that give you the biggest nutritional bang for your buck. Macadamia nuts, unfortunately, don't offer a great return on investment. They are significantly lower in protein and fiber compared to almonds and pistachios. Protein is vital for maintaining muscle mass as we age, and fiber is crucial for digestive health and feeling full. Macadamia nuts offer very little of either. Robert, a 73-year-old I know, fell in love with macadamia nuts on a trip to Hawaii. He started buying them at his local grocery store, thinking he was choosing a healthy, gourmet snack. But over 6 months, he noticed his pants getting tighter and his energy levels dipping. He felt full after eating them, but it was a heavy, sluggish feeling. His doctor pointed out that while his healthy snack wasn't full of sugar, it was contributing hundreds of extra, nutritionally poor calories to his diet each day. When he swapped his macadamia nuts for a measured portion of pistachios, he found it much easier to manage his weight and felt more energetic. Furthermore, macadamia nuts lack the unique protective compounds that make our other nuts so special. They don't have the brain-boosting omega-3s of walnuts or the high levels of skin-protecting vitamin E found in almonds. While they aren't actively harmful in the way oxalates can be, they are largely a source of empty calories in a senior's diet. They take up space that could be filled by a more nutritionally powerful food. So consider macadamia nuts a very occasional indulgence, like a rich dessert rather than a staple snack.
Part 6. The candy aisle in disguise. Flavored and candied nuts. Our final category of nuts to avoid isn't a type of nut at all, but rather what is done to them. I'm talking about the entire universe of flavored, candied, honey-roasted, and heavily salted nuts. These products are masterful illusions, taking a perfectly healthy food and turning it into junk food in disguise. Let's pull back the curtain on these healthy snacks. The biggest culprit is sugar. Honey-roasted peanuts, caramelized pecans, yogurt-covered almonds, these are essentially candy. The amount of added sugar in a small serving can be equivalent to that in a donut or a scoop of ice cream. For any senior managing blood sugar, this is disastrous. It sends your glucose levels on a wild spike, followed by a draining crash, and contributes to the dangerous cycle of insulin resistance. Don't be fooled by words like honey or maple. Your body processes it all as sugar. The second villain is sodium. Barbecue-flavored almonds, salted and roasted pistachios, and seasoned cashews are often saturated with salt. High sodium intake is a primary driver of high blood pressure, a condition that a vast number of seniors are actively trying to manage. Excess sodium forces your body to retain water, putting extra strain on your heart and blood vessels. Why would we take a heart-healthy nut and coat it in something that directly harms our cardiovascular system? It makes no sense. Finally, we have the hidden nasties, unhealthy fats and artificial ingredients. To get those flavorings to stick and to create a pleasing texture, many companies roast their nuts in unhealthy industrial seed oils, or even worse, hydrogenated oils. Hydrogenated oils contain trans fats, which are scientifically proven to be the worst type of fat for your health. They raise your bad cholesterol, lower your good cholesterol, and promote inflammation throughout your body. I encourage you to become a label detective. The next time you're in the snack aisle, pick up a bag of flavored nuts and read the ingredients. You'll likely find sugar, corn syrup, salt, maltodextrin, and a long list of artificial flavors and preservatives. Then, pick up a bag of raw, unsalted almonds. The ingredient list? Almonds. The choice becomes crystal clear. If you crave extra flavor, be your own chef. Lightly toast your nuts at home and toss them with a pinch of cinnamon, a dash of turmeric, or a sprinkle of garlic powder. That way you are in complete control. You get all the benefits with none of the betrayal. As we conclude our journey today, the lesson is beautifully simple. In our quest for health, wisdom lies in the choices we make. Your pantry can be your pharmacy, and the nut bowl on your coffee table can be a source of profound wellness or a hidden liability. We've celebrated our 3 heroes, the brain-boosting walnut, the bone-guarding almond, and the heart-helping pistachio. They are your allies, ready to support your vitality in this vibrant chapter of life. We've also learned to be wary of the high oxalate cashew, the calorie-dense macadamia, and the deceptive allure of any nut that's been coated in sugar, salt, and chemicals. This knowledge is your power. It's not about restriction. It's about making joyful, deliberate upgrades that your body will thank you for. Small hinges swing big doors, and choosing the right handful of nuts each day is a small hinge that can open the door to a healthier, more energetic you. What did you learn today that you can put into practice? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your stories and insights are the heart of our community. If you found this guide helpful, please give this video a like, share it with friends and family who you care about, and most importantly, subscribe to Senior Wise Journey. Your support allows us to continue creating content that empowers and inspires. Thank you for watching, and be well.